This Sunday is the 12th Sunday in Ordinary Time. We continue during this Ordinary Time to listen to gospel passages about Jesus and his interaction with his disciples. Today's gospel is perhaps a familiar one to you. Jesus and the disciples are in a boat, and a terrible storm comes upon them. The gospel passage comes from Mark's Gospel, chapter 4, verses 35 to 41. Let's take a listen. On that day, as evening drew on, Jesus said to his disciples, "Let us cross to the other side." Leaving the crowd, they took Jesus with them in the boat, just as he was, and other boats were with him. A violent squall came up, and waves were breaking over the boat, so that it was already filling up. Jesus was in the stern, asleep on a cushion. They woke him and said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" He woke up, rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, "Quiet, be still." The wind ceased, and there was great calm. Then he asked them, "Why are you terrified? Do you not yet have faith?" They were filled with great awe, and said to one another, "Who then is this whom every wind and sea obey?" Do you like spending time on a boat? Living in the ocean state, we might just have more access to a boat ride, our own or a friend's or a relative's. We all want smooth sailing, and yet the ocean can get turbulent. Storms can come about. What is your reaction when the start of a pleasant boat ride on a calm body of water turns into what we hear in the gospel? A violent squall came up, and waves were breaking over the boat, so that it was already filling up. The disciples must have thought they would be okay. After all, Jesus was with them. Then they realized he is asleep. What would your reaction have been? Would you have been panicked? Would you have become angry? Would you have walked off in confusion, not sure what to do? The disciples wake him and ask, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" When the storms of life come upon us, not necessarily a storm at sea, but when challenging times come upon us, such that I don't know if I will make it through, how do we react? Do we wonder where God is in the midst of our difficult time? Do we become angry, confused, frightened? They're all natural reactions. Jesus says to the wind and the sea, "Quiet, be still." Jesus asks the disciples, "Why are you terrified? Do you not yet have faith?" The next time we start to panic and wonder where God is, why he doesn't seem to care about my problem, remember, he is in the boat with you. He calls on us to trust in him, to strengthen our faith and believe he will always be there for us. Take a few minutes to reflect on the upcoming gospel passage. It might feel a bit uncomfortable to be in that boat. That's okay. What will you say to Jesus? Let the gospel fill your week. See you in church. More and more people are returning to church these days. God bless.